Good golly, we're back on the road and into work this time. It's cold out there today. Thermometer at the house is 38, 38.6 or something like that. So it's a wee bit nippy outside on this, whatever today is, the 16th or 17th of December, Monday. Thought I'd throw the camera in the truck tonight. Normally I'm not going to do these every day, but talking about a chance of snow tonight. Hopefully it won't make too much of a mess for the drive home. I think it's supposed to kick in later after I get home, but according to the Weather Channel website there, it may continue snowing. It's not talking about snow and rain, it's just talking about snow through about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We got 2 to 3 feet up in the mountains, which is not too far from me, probably within an hour or two of the house or where I'm at right now. Got a Range Rover riding my bumper. Jeez, what is it with all these stupid idiots that think they have to tailgate? I'm doing 30 mile an hour in a 25, I think it's 25 or 30 through here. But it's a school zone, no less. It's 30 and I'm doing right on the nose. I can't even see her headlights, she's so close. Anyway, cold weather blowing through. Doesn't look like it's going to warm up till April, May. That's right, get closer. Holy crap. And now we're turning. Jeez. Friggin' morons out. Roads are wet. It's cold out, so you know your tires aren't gripping as good as they normally would. But stupid people. Do is slow down a little bit. Of course, then you got those bozos out shooting up schools and mall parking lots, and well, there was a dude down in Texas shooting up a movie theater parking lot this morning. Getting more and more idiots every time you turn around. To be honest, for the size of the building I work in and the size of my company, there's roughly 30,000 people over all 3 shifts that work in on my site, not just my building. There's multiple buildings at the Boeing Everett site. I'm really surprised we haven't had a shooting incident. Shortly after I bought the house, there was a woman and a couple of people killed, murder-suicide. They were Boeing employees, ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever. Holy crap, now there's an idiot in a Subaru doing the same goddamn thing. Jeez. What is it with these idiots? Probably the bozo with the gun too. Yeah, he's coming right back up on me again. I can't even see the hood on this bozo. All I see is his windshield and his stupid face staring right behind me. And the Honda's tailgating him, so jeez. Definitely a Monday. More on Mondays. Just keep the camera rolling, that way if I get rear-ended. Of course the thing's falling off here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Because I got people tailgating me and I'm playing with the camera on the dashboard. Who's the moron now, huh? Let's do a little experiment. Let's go up to 40. catching back up. Doing 40 in a 35 and he is tailgating me. Well, now I can see about half his hood. Not very smart. And the Honda's behind him tailgating, and there's a, can't tell what it is, a third car behind the Honda back there that's pretty damn close. Oh, where's the police when you need them? Not that they have time to do anything, they're too busy chasing down idiots with guns, shooting up schools. See if we got some bozo down here that's going to try to cut me off or something. Yep. Get on it, Mr. Beamer. Oh, you had the yield sign. And away he goes. Excuse me, I'm in my BMW. I don't pay attention to the laws of the road. And don't worry, my Subaru's still right on my tail. Overdrive here. Drop her into drive on these cool days to help her warm up a little quicker. The Honda's coming around attempting to make a pass. Keeping up with traffic with plenty of following distance, so dipshit behind me doesn't do something stupid. Next time I ought to get a second camera in the rear window. Put a bumper sticker on the back of this thing. Go ahead and tailgate me because you're on camera. Then I'd probably want to get shot. Kind of the calm between the storms. We had a lot of wind supposedly last night. I never heard any at the house. Some localized flooding, a lot of trees down, a few people without power. They get hit mostly south of me. Saying snow, I think Olympia and South Chehalis area down by the folks, and then north of me is where the main concentration for the lowlands is supposed to be. Snow levels down to around 200 foot tonight, they said. Okay, Subaru's backing off. Maybe he doesn't know what exit he wants. Or he finally got the hint. Nope, he's cutting off a car and getting in the right lane and shooting across the little median there to take the Highway 5 exit. They drive among us, people. Running commentary on the bozos behind me. That Honda's still back there. He tried to pass, but now he's behind me still. He's way back there, so. Luckily, this is the lane I need to exit, so we're just going to hang out here and let the idiots go around. One of these days I'm going to catch somebody doing something stupid with this camera. Geo tracker, I don't see those too often anymore. So everybody got big plans for the holidays? See family and friends. When you're out on the roads, do me a favor and don't get stupid behind the wheel. A little public service message. And if you drink, don't drive. That's stupid in its own right. One thing I can't stand, it's Stupid people. Leave plenty of following distance, especially this time of year. All the inclement weather, wet roads, ice, snow in certain parts. Don't overdrive your vehicle or your tires. Don't let arrogance get the best of you. See anything going on there at the cemetery? If somebody wants to be stupid and try to get around you, whether it's legal or not, just let them. I know I've done my fair share of people trying to pass. Try to keep them behind you, but that doesn't get anywhere. Don't know if I mentioned it in the last video or not, but that buddy of mine got run off the highway, wrecked his car, went through a tree and a ditch, totaled his Volvo station wagon. Somebody got stupid there. Gravel truck up ahead there, he's not dropping stuff on the road, so I got one little rock chip in this windshield. She's holding up pretty good. I had this one put in, it's been a Boeing 5 years, probably 6, 7 years ago now. So I was working at the glass distribution warehouse. Kind of stupid, the company wouldn't give us an employee discount on anything. So I would have had to pay full price, and I think the retail price on this windshield for this truck was about $250, $300. Yet, if I went through, it was a mobile glass guy that I did deliveries to every night to his house. I talked to him, you know, hey, what would you charge me to put a windshield in this thing? He could pick the window up for, I think it was like $110, and it charged me $40 labor. So $150 installed. And it's Pilkington Glass, that's who I used to work for. So Pilkington and PPG, I think they're the two big glass manufacturers. Pilkington, I think, was the biggest. Camera's a little crooked there, but you guys just have to deal with it. And I got that de-icer haze going on the window right now. It must have sprayed the highway already. Or it could just be dirt. Corvette's on the left there. 66, 67-ish. Just the body shell. Looked like it was all in primer, pretty clean. Getting ready for a restoration. Put her back together. That could just be dirt off the dump truck in front of us too, but got that milky haze on the water in the windshield. Chemical wipers. Should have his load tarp though. It's the law, but they don't really enforce it. So he's got tarps up in front of his truck there. Could just be the bulkhead up there. But yeah, we'll see if we get any snow. Weather stations as usual are building it up. Guess we had an incident. There's a program you can sign up for on your cell phone to let you know for severe weather conditions or big news alerts, things like that. A lot of people in Seattle got notified early this morning about what's going on here. Oh, just a couple of shitheads trying to cross a freeway. thrilled about that. They're a big investigation to find out why. Somebody hit the wrong button. Here's my personal opinion. In today's society, we rely too much on electronic devices. Nobody stops to think anymore. These doofuses that follow their GPS off the road and get lost in the mountains or drive into the lake or whatever. Well, my GPS told me to go this way. I don't use GPS. I have a Thomas Guide map to get around Seattle, and I have a big laminated US 50 state atlas if I need to go out of the state. On occasion I have jumped on Google Maps to get driving directions, but usually don't even really follow them. I know them. I know how to get to my destination pretty close. Just the instructions for the final tuning. Looks like the Boeing folks are starting to get out. Let's see what Monday's going to bring for parking. Imagine this week we're going to be a little bit down on people. Last week before our Christmas, or excuse me, our holiday break. You can't say Christmas anymore. Part of the reason why we got idiots shooting up schools is you can't single someone out. You have to make sure everybody's happy. I bet Friday's going to be dead at this place. I already got 2 people on my crew that have said they're not going to be here. Imagine there's going to be 1 or 2 others, and we only got, what, 10, 12 people on the crew? We're still going to have work on Friday. Down now. Oh yeah. Spinning his tires, popping the clutch, being stupid and a little forward up there. Went through here at a recent shower. Cars are all dripping wet still. Yeah, we made it. Survived another trip through the bozos out there on the road. And it's sad, it's just a few people that make it rough for everybody else. Like dipshits walking down the middle of the aisleway here. Parking lot's fuller than I thought it would be. Right at 2 o'clock, so this is probably the worst time to be trying to find a parking spot. Well, not find a parking spot, but get in through the parking lot. Everybody's walking around looking for their car, pulling out. The other doofuses are waiting for the spots to open up, so they're blocking aisleways. schmucks that park right on the edge of the parking lot. This thing doesn't exactly turn on a dime. Yeah, let's put the phone down. Article in the news the other day about a survey that somebody did from a high-rise building in Seattle. Let's watch this bozo here on the right. He's up there slick. But watching people on their phones as they're texting and playing games and whatnot, crossing busy intersections. Hey, a parking spot between a Dodge and a Toyota. I'll get him a little Chevy class in here. Of course, they're both crowding the lines I'm trying to split here, so. Anyway, there's another enjoyable drive into work. We will catch you all on the return cruise, and maybe we'll just do another vlog type thing for the day, so. See y'all in about 8 hours. Bye-bye. Well, welcome back. It's a little chilly out there right now. It's about 35 degrees. No snow here, as you can see. However, a few miles north of us, it's coming down pretty good. I don't think we'll be hitting any tonight, but we got a safety stand down today for about an hour. And as we're in the meeting, you could hear the thunder rolling through. And then just north of us, 41st Street, one of the gals I work with, actually the scrap lady, she called her husband, and it was hailing up there. Put about an inch of hail on the ground, about 3/8 inch diameter. Just dumped it in about 15 minutes. And then it started snowing up there. 41st on Evergreen, I guess, turned into a sheet of ice. And I was just told there's a wreck on I-5 northbound at 41st, so the road may be slick. It's about 35 out here right now. What you see in the parking lot isn't frozen, it's still liquid. Yeah, safety stand down. There was a guy down in our renting facility Friday. He's in the paint shop, paint hanger, probably painting a 737. They've got these platforms that hang from, I guess you call them like a pneumatic cylinder from the ceiling, and they move on a 3-point axis, left, right, forward, back, up and down, so you can get all around the airplane, and that's what they used to paint them. Well, he wasn't, and there's no railing on the very front edge, because you can't paint around a railing. So he was up there, I don't know if he was painting a plane, or if he was doing maintenance on it, or what. They're not giving us the full details, but he fell off. Fell quite a ways, it sounds like. He passed away over the weekend from his injuries. So we had to all go through a little training course on safety, and if you see somebody doing something unsafe, call them on it and make sure they get it fixed, and if not, let a supervisor know, and yada yada yada. But yeah, it's sad that it happens, but unfortunately it does happen. And then you got the cold weather that kicks in. I guess up around the Arlington area, it's snowing pretty good right now. Talking about several inches on the ground. Don't think we'll see much where I'm at, although you never know. They're saying, last I saw, which was before work today, 9 hours ago or so, they were saying snow level down around 200 feet. I don't remember what my elevation is. I think I'm 300 or 500? Something like that. But you can bet I'll be showing you any that does come through. Really wasn't even going to bring the camera in today, but saw that weather report and thought, well, let's bring it in just in case. A little something different to watch. And we'll do the big long vlog deal again. There is snow on the ground. I think tomorrow I may drive the 84 in. Not necessarily for the four-wheel drive, but it's got the good tires on it. Those Goodyear Duratrax Wranglers. They've got the what they call the mountain snow rating, which essentially those tires, if the highway department calls for chains, those tires, you can legally get around that. They're good enough without chains. Basically it's like a studless snow tire, but good all year round. So if we got snow and ice, I may just drive that in. And it's got some scrap metal in the bed, so a little bit extra weight over the rear axle. And this thing, I don't have anything back there. I don't even think I have anything I can throw in there. Yeah, we're not slick, so. Didn't spin the tires on that. If it was icy, it'd be spinning them. Torque this thing's got. You can see the de-icer they sprayed there too, so I'm showing on the camera with the darker lines. But we're gonna take her easy on the drive home, probably a little easier than normal, just to be safe, because it is cold out there. Saw my buddy that was in the car accident today. He made it back. Good to see him. He was getting on Highway 3 over in Bremerton, and it's 3 lanes where he merged on. And then shortly after that, it goes down to 1 lane right away. So there was a van that moved over to let him on. And so if I can get the story straight here, if I remember correctly. And then, you know, it kind of sounds like both of them, you know, Justin would slow down to let the guy get ahead, but he would slow down too, and then Justin would speed up and try to get ahead, and the other guy would kind of speed up as well, and it's kind of just one of those freak things. And then at the very last minute, when the dude's lane ends, he whips the wheel over and goes right into Justin's lane. Justin cuts the wheel over to the right, goes off into the ditch, hit a tree at 50 miles an hour, uprooted the tree. It was a pretty good sized tree too, judging by the impact point where the crash bumpers. He showed me pictures. Totaled the car. The front end's basically ripped off. Looks like the motor maybe pushed back, so the frame's toast. The front airbags went off. It's one of those Volvo CX or whatever, those station wagon all-wheel drive, kind of a crossover type thing. Rear window blew out. I don't know if that was from the impact or the airbags going off. His girlfriend got a great big bruise on one of her legs. She's probably pretty lucky to be walking around. A lot of that's can be attested to the Volvo engineering, I'm sure. He did have a concussion, but it's pretty much cleared up right now. He's feeling fine, no ill effects right now. Well, he was out of work for a week. It's a week with no pay. So I don't know if you can go to the insurance company if they can reimburse you for stuff like that. So I have to mention that to him. But like I say, he's probably pretty lucky to still be walking around. He's an avid motorcycle rider too. He says if he would have done that on the motorcycle, he'd be dead. More heat pumping in here. It's chilly. The house is pretty cool as well. Monday is done now. Goody. Putting up proposals on the drive in. Work day was pretty relaxed. Inspected one of my 2 sections with the floorboards. Do the other one tomorrow. Did the big one today. We're going to put cork tape on certain boards so it doesn't move around. In flight, it doesn't squeak and whatnot, rattle. So the high traffic areas going to have the cork tape in between where the fasteners attach the board to the aircraft. So we'll put that on as well. Little bit hearing about the accident. A lot of stuff on the left side of the road over there, although I was told it was northbound, not southbound. We are northbound. Driving that 41st to either. That's the next exit down here. Getting stuff off the semi, or if we got ice coming down. Probably something off the semi. I would like to see some snow. I'm sick and twisted that way. I've said that before. I always like that fresh blanket of white. Of course, they may have sanded the road too. US 2 East closed at State Route 204. Oh, that's my exit. So they're going to let everybody off at 204. Hopefully Highway 2 is still open. I hate to have to go into Marysville to cut across it. I got a full tank. Supposedly was. Oh yeah, there's slush on the sides of the road there. Got nailed with some snow. It's funny how it just kind of hits right here. Hey, we've seen snow this year, people. Oh, you people back in the East Coast of Canada. Yeah, whatever. Snow, we hate it. See if Highway 2 is even open to get on. Should be. They're closing it at State Route 204. Right, nobody sneaking up behind us. Tomorrow, if I think of it, I'm going to go get the parts store and grab a bottle of that de-icer washer fluid. I may have a jug in the house. So look first later eventually. I don't know if this has got it or not. It seems to de-ice the frost on the windshield, but it could just be the alcohol and stuff. See, now here there's no slush on the shoulders or anything. Just that one little narrow band for, I don't know, a mile or so. Just watch out this corner. Water wicks out of that bank off to the left there. Of course, this is a trestle, so if it's going to freeze, this is the first place to do it. As I'm getting the gas and cranking her back up to 65. Our left lane here. Traffic delays at State Route 204. I doubt they'd be doing any road maintenance unless there was a wreck or something. Took out some chunk of road. Maybe they got a nice little snow patch that moved through when they're trying to de-ice or something. I don't know. Okay, that's the way I go anyway. Probably just take you up to Highway 9 and shoot down south and catch Highway 2 that way. On my end tonight. Excuse me. A little worried about that I-5 at 41st, but nobody's tailgated me yet tonight. No snow up here. Shoulders are clear. Road's even pretty much dry. I was thinking earlier tonight when I heard about the snow, and I thought, well, maybe I'd keep the 84 in mind for tomorrow. I wonder if they make those Goodyear Wranglers in the size I put on this truck. I have to check into that. I mean, this thing doesn't need tires, but they seem to be good with the 84. I'd put them on this. I've been thinking about putting them on the Jeep. If I can swing new rubber next year. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Roads are, I'm not going to say dry, but any moisture that's on them is not enough to make much of a difference. Oh well. So I think we'll go ahead and cut her off, keep her a couple minutes shorter. We will catch you all in the next video. I don't know if we get any snow over throughout the night or tomorrow. I'll probably show it to you. Otherwise, have a good night or a good couple of nights until we talk again. Bye-bye.